What's going on YouTube? It's Adam from Beyond the Grid. Welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, thanks for stopping by. In today's tutorial, we're going to be looking at DoYouTravel and Gypsy Lust, and I'm going to show you guys how you can achieve their look using your phone. So if you guys don't know who Jack Morris is from DoYouTravel or Lauren from Gypsy Lust, you guys must be living underneath a rock, because these are some of the biggest Instagrammers out there right now, and they are literally paving the way for other people. If you guys look at their feeds, you guys can see a consistency of colors. They're using opposing or contrasting colors. In their case, they're using orange and teal. The reason why these are so well done is because they're complementary colors. They're going to be opposing, and the contrast is going to create a vibrancy that is attractive to our eye. So let's get into why you guys clicked on this video, and let me show you guys how you guys can achieve this look using the Lightroom app. All right, so now that we're in Lightroom, let's kick this off. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the light section and we're gonna adjust exposure, let's say minus 18, bump the contrast up to, let's say, +2, highlights all the way down to, let's say, minus 100, and shadows, let's raise that up to about a +55. Whites, let's jump that down a little bit to, let's say, minus 11, and blacks, let's raise that up to, let's say, +16. We're going to leave the tone curve for a little bit. We're going to come over to your color. We're going to drop the temperature down, let's say -1. Tint, we're going to drop this right down to, let's say, -11. Vibrancy up to about a +6, and saturation, same thing, +6. So now we're going to come up to our color mix, and we're going to start with the red. So hue on red, we're going to bring this to about a +5, saturation to about a -35, and luminancy, we're going to bring this up to about a +10. Then we're going to come over to our orange. We're going to leave hue at 0, and we're going to bring our saturation down to about a -24. And luminancy, we're going to bring this down to about a -45. Now for the yellow, what we're going to do is we're going to touch the hue. We're going to bring this up to, let's say, about a +17. Saturation, drop this down to about a -21. And luminancy, we're going to bring this down to, let's say, -48. For the greens, hue, we're going to bring this +15. Saturation, we're going to bring this right up to about a +64, looks pretty good. And luminancy, we're going to bring this down to about a -42. Now for the aquas, we're going to leave the hue at about a 0. Saturation, let's make this about a -32. And luminancy, let's bring this up to +10, looks pretty good. For blues, what we're going to do is we're going to adjust the hue to a -3. Saturation, we're going to drop this down to about a -25. And luminancy, we're going to bring this up to about a +40. For the purples, let's adjust the hue, +25. Saturation, about a -9. And luminancy, about a 26, looks pretty good. For the magentas, what we're going to do is we're going to jump our hue up to about a +27. Our saturation, we're going to bring this down to about a -10, and our luminancy, we're going to bring this up to about a +25. Then we're going to come over to our effects. We're going to jump our clarity up to about a +10, and we're going to add a little bit of grain to this, so about a +5 looks pretty good there. Then our details, we're going to sharpen this up just a little bit, +8, and noise reduction about a 5 looks pretty good. Then we're going to come back over to our light section, and we're going to start to adjust our tone curves. So with the RGB tone curve, what we're going to do is we're going to add about 3 points, and we're going to adjust the top one to about right here. We're going to adjust the middle one just about there, looks pretty good. The second to the bottom up a little bit, and the very bottom we're going to raise this up about just a little bit. Now we're going to come over to our reds. We're going to add an anchor point, and what that's going to do is it's going to solidify everything so it doesn't adjust anything on the bottom or top when we're adjusting one area. We're going to add 1 point up to the top. We're going to adjust it to about there. About there looks pretty good. And then we're going to add 1 point down to the bottom, and we're going to drop this down. And let's say, let's move this up here just a little bit. And that looks pretty good. So now we're going to come over to our greens, and we're going to try to emulate the exact same look by adjusting the exact same points. So we're going to add our anchor point, one at the top. Try to get it the exact same as you did in the red. And we're going to add 1 down at the bottom, and we're going to try to get it to the exact same spot as we did in the red. Then we're going to do the exact same thing with the blue. So let's add our anchor point, 1 at the top, and let's adjust that to right about there, looks pretty good. And then we're going to adjust 1 at the bottom. The blue is a little bit different just because I want that aqua in the actual water. So that looks pretty good like that. Let's show you guys a quick before and an after, show you guys what this effect is going to do. So there's your before, And there's your after. So as you guys can see, it's a little bit challenging and a little bit daunting, especially when you guys are starting out, because Lightroom is a little bit overwhelming. But now that you guys have done the work and you guys want to start applying that preset to other photos, but you guys are actually going to need to save it as a preset so you can apply those settings to other photos. So check out my video up above. It's going to show you exactly how to do that, and that way you can use it and apply it to future photos without having to watch this video over and over again. I mean, that helps me out, but it doesn't really help you guys out. So if you guys found anything helpful in this video at all, make sure you guys are hitting that like button. If you guys are not a subscriber, I mean, why aren't you? Hit that subscribe button. And until the next video, take care, everybody.